Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and another part of this Newcastle United series where we are in the Champions League semi-finals. We're also still heading towards a Premier League title, and after losing two Premier League games in a row against Sheffield United and then Liverpool, we did manage to get a victory over Manchester City, 2-0 in this game. Erling Haaland scoring both goals for us, which was absolutely massive in the title race. You can see we absolutely dominated and destroyed this Manchester City team. They never threatened us. Our defence was fantastic, and 2 goals enough to give us the 3 points. The first one here, Neymar down the left to Jesus, ball switched over the top. Haaland, you just can't let him get in behind like that, and he inevitably gets the goal on just 8 minutes. Then in the second half, a ball over the top, or just before the end of the first half, actually, Haaland there with the goal to make it 2-0 and give us a really important victory. Because if we have a look at that Premier League table now, you can see Manchester United have fallen back, Liverpool have fallen back as well. Liverpool, if they win, would go up to second with their game in hand, but they'd still be 7 points behind us with 4 games to go. So we are 2 victories away from securing the Premier League title. We have West Brom to come, but Arsenal, United and Chelsea all away from home is a really tough run-in. They're all right up there as teams to potentially cause a massive upset. So if we lose those 3, we could be in absolute real trouble. But we've also got to take on AC Milan. Last episode we had a 2-2 draw with AC Milan. 2 goals for Erling Haaland, Riyad Mahrez and Luis Abraham for Milan. And now we need to take them to St James's Park and get a victory in the hope that we might win our 2nd Champions League title in a row. You can see we are the holders at the moment. But the main thing at the moment is that it's going to be either Ajax or Eintracht Frankfurt in the final. So there's a real opportunity there if we can beat Milan today that we are going to get through. Now, what are the problems is the team's a little bit sort of loaded. I'm just going to make sure this is the best setup at the moment. It is the best setup. I want to keep Jesus there for Haaland at the moment as well. But the team's a little bit struggling. Edson Alvarez particularly in that right back role, not in perfect shape. We could look to maybe bring Callum Wilson into the team. He seems to be coming back a little bit. He's passed a fitness test, but only 60 minutes. I think I'd like to keep him on the bench though, and we can maybe drop Sam Maximan for this one and then see how we get on. But we're going to be playing out there with Neymar, Jesus, Haaland and Jones to start with. Longstaff and Antonio in the middle. Senesi, Koopmeiners, Ayer and Alvarez in defence with Mainon in goal. We've got a lot of options on the bench this time. We can bring Callum Wilson on. He's an absolute goal machine. Haaland playing in that advanced forward role as well is massive. This AC Milan team, it's okay, but it's not that good. I mean, there's nobody in there that I'd want in my starting 11. So we really should be winning this game and getting through. And we do have 2 away goals as well, which is a massive advantage as we start off with a couple of early shots. But you just never know in the Champions League what might happen, especially when it kind of does get down to a straight shootout like this. But we have the home advantage, we have 2 away goals, we've got the stronger team, but AC Milan have got a free kick and it's Hakan Çalhanoğlu. I just can never say his name. Rebic tackled by Jones, but he keeps the ball. Oh, and Belotti's got in behind, and that's just far too easy. The way he was given so much space there. He gets his 19th goal of the season, the Milan number 9. Ante Rebic there. Tackled by Jones, but Rebic kept it. Ball in behind. The right back Alvarez had moved forward a little bit too far. And Belotti is always going to finish with that much time and space around him. We have a job to do now. I mean, if we draw this game, we're almost certainly going to go through unless it becomes extremely high scoring. And Jesus there nearly making a break for it. The ball's been put over the top and Haaland has got in behind. He's chipped the keeper. But Livkovic getting back onto his line in time to tip it over the bar. Corner goes in. It's in the box but cleared away. But we are banging on the door now. It has started this relentless charge. We have to score. Simple as that. Milan, if they score again, our away goal advantage goes out the window. Free kick from Neymar goes for goal, but Livkovic in the right place, pushing it round the post to keep us out. Neymar with the corner. Koopmeiners over the top that time. Not able to find the target, and we've been a little bit wasteful with some of the chances we've had. We've been the better team in this first half, but we've not been dominant. Danilo here with the throw, comes back to Danilo, over the top. Koopmeiners header, Longstaff back to Senesi. Out wide to Marcus Antonio. Switches the flank nicely to Curtis Jones, who's in behind the defender. Whips it in, and Haaland at the near post, denied by the defenders. Now Andrea Bellotti trying to launch the counter-attack for AC Milan, but unable to create a massive highlight. But that's not a great first half from us. I really do expect to see a much better second half. I might also just have to take the plunge and bring Callum Wilson on. If we swap these two around, I'll take Jesus off and put Callum Wilson on the pitch. We can always take him off for Eduard if we need to, if he's struggling for fitness. But we just need Wilson's firepower up top in this game. And at the moment, it's just not enough from the team. We've got a ball gone in here. It's a back to Antonio and then cleared away by the defender. Going to demand a little bit more from the team. Alvarez back forward and Jones in behind. Beats the defender. He's got players across. It's gone in. And Callum Wilson. Oh, the goalkeeper with a massive mistake. And Callum Wilson gets his 46th goal of this season. A little bit of a forgotten man since Haaland came in. But he is showing that he can do the business with that goal. Absolutely exceptional stuff from him. Going to make a couple of changes, or just one change for now. But Wilson with the anticipation to get that goal, and as it stands we are heading towards a Champions League final, a second consecutive Champions League final. We just need to not concede and it will happen. Here's Danilo with the throw to Benassa, given away, and Neymar plays through Wilson, turns the defender inside out but hits it straight at Livakovic in goal. Declan Rice has now got a knock in defence, but I can't make any more substitutions. Livakovic out. And Maldini's up there. He heads it on and Bellotti's got onto it. He's in behind again, but Minon this time stands strong and pushes it over the bar. We have 12 minutes left to see out here. We'll go through if the score remains like this. Koopmeiners clears the ball away. Might be time to go to a cautious mentality for a little bit. And then we'll slip into defensive. But Angelino here trying to punish us. Cleared away. Longstaff has it. Now Neymar back to Longstaff. Through to Haaland. Plays it in, and Callum Wilson on the run, in behind the defence, tackled. Neymar following up, back inside, and Haaland is there. Erling Haaland makes sure that we're definitely not going to get knocked out if we concede another one, but he may also have just ensured we are going to make it to the Champions League final. The goal doesn't mean a lot in terms of going through. It just means we're not going to go out if we concede, whereas before we would have gone out. So that guarantees us an insurance policy of making it to the extra time period, but we're just going to go very defensive for the 5 minutes of added time at the end of this game. This would be a massive historic win for Newcastle. Back-to-back Champions League finals before we've even won a Premier League. Absolutely amazing from the team to have done that, and we will be in to the Champions League final, and we will probably be favourites for that final as well. We're going to have to see who we're drawn against. Let's just see what happens in this next match. Again, between Ajax and Eintracht Frankfurt. I'd love Eintracht Frankfurt in the final. Who are we getting? It is Eintracht Frankfurt in the final. Can you believe it? Eintracht Frankfurt. I mean, I can't imagine they've won anything for quite some time. Look at that. Just not won anything for a long time. Runners-up in the Champions League in 1960. So a big, big day for them for their second chance at winning that title. But we are in an excellent position now to win back-to-back Champions League titles. There are talks of a takeover. There was one that said that a billionaire, or something like a billionaire, was thinking of taking over the club. That would be amazing if it happened. But right now we need to turn our attention back to the Premier League. I think what I'll do is, because Liverpool now 7 points behind us, there are 12 points left to play for. The next match against Arsenal will not decide the title, I don't think. It might do if Liverpool lose and United lose and we win, but that seems unlikely. So I think I might check in at this Manchester United match and see if that becomes the title-deciding game for hopefully our first Premier League title. So let's see you there in just a moment and get this Arsenal match played. But against Arsenal, it was a bore draw in the end, 0-0 the final result. Away from home. So against Manchester United now we've got a real opportunity. You can see we are away from home, but we're 5 points clear of Liverpool. We're well clear of Man United. They can't catch us now. They're 9 points behind with 3 games to go. I suppose they could do it on goal difference / head-to-head. However that falls out because they're quite close to us on goal difference. But really it's about Liverpool now. We're 5 points clear of them. If we win today we go 8 points clear with 2 games left to play. But Liverpool would have 3 games, so that still wouldn't actually guarantee the title. And that means that thinking about the next episode where we will do the Champions League final against Eintracht Frankfurt. We could be playing maybe Chelsea or West Brom. It kind of depends what happens after this United game and when Liverpool play next as to when we could seal the title. I'm pretty sure we are going to do it. The team going out there today, I think I'm actually going to give Callum Wilson the start here. It's going to be Wilson and Haaland up top with Neymar and Jones on the wings, Longstaff and Szoboszlai in the middle with Umtiti, Koopmeiners, Senesi, Alvarez and Mainon, the defensive unit. This is a huge match against Manchester United. We have struggled to beat them in the past. They've been a team right at the top of their game. They're thought of really highly in Football Manager this year. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer almost never getting sacked as Manchester United manager. And you can see why it's such a strong team on paper, especially bringing in Fati, Dybala and Lautaro Martinez. That is tough. But we could potentially win the title if we win this game. And Neymar with an early free kick taken by De Gea. If we win this game and then Liverpool slip up, the title will be ours. But Rashford trying to do something about that. He's on the charge, he's in behind, and he's got a goal. An excellent individual goal from Marcus Rashford. His 27th of the season, cutting in from that left flank, a la Thierry Henry. But Rashford there, it's a great run. Look, the defender's not quite getting across him. They allow him to come inside, and then he beats Mainon with his right foot at the inside the near post there. So not the traditional finish, which is to open your body up and go for the far side. He's put that straight into the middle, so into the near post, cutting across the goalkeeper. But it is now 1-0 to Manchester United. We've got a bit of a job here to try and save this game. If we lose this and then lose to Chelsea, we could potentially see the title get thrown away. But here's Lautaro Martinez on the attack, out to Ansu Fati. Ball across, but Mainon in the right place to make the save. At the moment, Manchester United by far the better team. We've got a throw in here though, Umtiti with it, long throw. De Gea's come for it and missed it, and Erling Haaland just plants it in the back of the net for 1-1. That long throw has been working for a really long time. It's not as successful this year as previous years, but you can see the long throw in. De Gea doesn't come for it, and it just falls at Haaland's feet for him to finish inside the near post for 1-1. That's an absolute gimme goal, that. Totally free for Haaland, and it means at the moment we'd be 6 points clear of Liverpool, but obviously they could close that down to 3 points with 2 games to go. So we are still at risk of blowing probably the greatest Premier League lead of all time. It'd certainly be the biggest combustion of a team lead in the league table, probably since we gave up that 12-point gap a good number of years ago now under Kevin Keegan to United. But Fati here on the attack, down the right flank, Koopmeiners with the tackle, plays it down the line, and Haaland's got to it as well. He's got Wilson making a run, he's found him, and Wilson beats the defenders and beats the keeper. Callum Wilson is an absolute goal machine. 47 goals this season now. He's still looking to make it to 50, and he's given us the lead here away from home against Manchester United. A resurgent and strong Manchester United as well. We now lead 2-1 away from home as we look to seal the title. This would give us such a good amount of breathing space going into those last 2 games. You can't imagine we wouldn't win the title from here. As Jones intercepts the ball, holds it up, now Senesi over the top towards Alvarez, but cut out by Alex Telles. De Gea forced to get it away quickly, and Ansu Fati has managed to control the ball. Cuts inside. Back out to Fati now on the right flank. He's got 3 arriving in the box, and he puts it in, but Koopmeiners is there at the near post to clear it out. Mengi in defence, still keeping the ball United. Lautaro Martinez to Fati. Ball over the top for Rashford, in behind, and Marcus Rashford continues to score goals. It's now 2-2 against Manchester United. Very frustrating to concede right before the half-time whistle. This is in the added time at the end of the first half, and Rashford there gets inside. Another right foot finish at the near post. Mainon did not learn from the last goal, and it's now a second for United, which gives us again work to do out there in the second half. Now Neymar's been quiet today, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to see a little bit more from him. But Wilson and Haaland working well together up front. Fati on the attack, taken out there. And Neymar's on a yellow card. I said we'd not seen anything from Neymar. I think we're about to see a red card. And there it is. Neymar getting sent off, which means he'll also miss the Chelsea match. And that is a bit of a blow, I have to say. Need to just mess with the tactics a little bit here, I think. I'll let Haaland lead the line. We're going to have to sacrifice Wilson for Saint-Maximin. but that makes the second half much, much harder. Neymar there, an absolute liability. He did nothing today. The team were doing well, and now they've got to do it with 10 men. Bruno Fernandes' corner, cleared out by Senesi, but we don't have anybody up there. Bruno Fernandes puts the ball across, cut out. Saint-Maximin trying to lead the counter-attack, puts it over the top, but Haaland's got a long chase on to try and get that ball. And Wan-Bissaka back to De Gea. And United can just safely build it out from the back. Pogba through to Dybala. Rashford in behind the goal for the hat-trick, but Mainon this time manages to keep Marcus Rashford out of the goal. Bruno Fernandes puts the ball in. Haaland gets it away. Maguire chasing after it. Nobody up there for us now. We can't afford it. 30 minutes to go. Are we going to lose this game in the last half an hour? I would imagine we are. And Rashford here goes for goal. That would have been a great way to get his hat-trick, Rashford, but unable to quite pull it off. I think we might need to just sort of think about resting players at this point as Umtiti gets it away. We're absolutely under siege. Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Fati across to Lautaro Martinez, and there it is. 26th goal of the season for Lautaro Martinez. And I mean, I don't even have any defenders to bring on, so I think we should have to leave it really. But Lautaro Martinez, the ball came across and he just lashes it into the roof of the net for 3-2. And that is the game over really, I would imagine. I can't see us coming back into it. United have been the dominant team, getting a lot more shots than we have. And Neymar has sort of blown it for us here. Alvarez gives it away from the throw-in, and Bruno Fernandes with a lot of time and space hits the post, and it's comically gone in off the back of Mainon. And that's now 4-2. And this is the kind of game you see when you are about to throw away an enormous 16-point lead it was at one point at the top of the Premier League title. Bruno Fernandes with the effort off the back of Mainon. So many errors in there. And it's now 4-2 to Manchester United. And Liverpool can close this gap down to 3 points, and we've still got to go to Stamford Bridge and beat Chelsea. We've still got to beat West Brom at some point as well. I'm pretty sure we drew against West Brom earlier in the Premier League season. So we're not in a great shape here. We do still have a Champions League final to look forward to, but I really want this Premier League title, and Diallo there just absolutely rubbing salt into the wounds. Now 5-2. And going down to 10 men does not excuse this either. This is just poor football. Now we sort of checked out. We're thinking about the journey back to Newcastle, going back to our beds and going to sleep. But there's still 20 minutes of football to play, and Ahmed Diallo there, making it 5-2. We've got a corner, so Maximin in, comes back out to him. Now Haaland is free, but he's hit the post. Again, the ball goes in, but United just comfortably get it away. 15 minutes left to go here. Take Haaland off, give Dembele... oh, that's wrong, Dembele, it doesn't matter at this point. Haaland has just scored again, though. It's now 5-3. Another long throw, undoing Manchester United. De Gea doesn't know what to do with these long throws. Alvarez this time throws it in, and Haaland there just gets in front of De Gea and hits it past him somehow. I'm not going to make that change, actually. Let's leave Haaland out there and see if he can inspire us to a major, major comeback here. He's got 2 now, looking for a hat-trick. And then it's all to play for. Ball in behind. Mengi does go after it. He's left it for De Gea, actually, but De Gea does get there. Ball over the top. Ahmed Diallo in behind again. And Mainon this time makes the save. Diallo keeps it alive. Comes out to Wan-Bissaka. Shot charged down. Matty Longstaff coming forward and tackled by Wan-Bissaka. 5 minutes to go. Be an amazing comeback if we got a couple of goals here. Fati. Back to Alex Telles. Down the line for Fati. Ball across. Just need out there. And Van der Beek. I thought he was going to nestle that one in the bottom corner, but it has gone wide of the post. Quite a interesting game, this one. Declan Rice out to Coop Miners. Now Longstaff. Around the corner for Saint-Maximin. Charges through. Splits the United midfield and defence here. Still going Saint-Maximin. It's come out to Jones. Blocked off by Alex Telles. Back to De Gea, who's not had the best game, really. Umtiti forward to Saint-Maximin. Charging through onto De Gea, but Mengi gets it away. Now Umtiti. We are putting some pressure on them. Umtiti still has it. Puts it in. Mengi away, and Wan-Bissaka then can release Diallo. The counter-attack options are there for him. He's going to try and do it himself, I think. He's still on goal, and he's scored as well, Ahmed Diallo, for 6-3 now. That really was an amazing goal from him to kind of run from his own fullback position there. Charge all the way past the defender. He's got options, chooses not to use them. just drives into the middle and finishes it past Mainon for 6-3. And I did say, you know, United could come back to do this with goal difference. A 3-goal switch around here means that we become very close on goal difference. If we lose our last 2 games and United win both of theirs, Diallo getting in once more, then United could still win the title if Liverpool slip up. So let's just see what happens here. Bruno Fernandes putting it in. Maguire can't win it, and it's taken away by Mengi. Couple of minutes left of this misery, and there it is, a 6-3 defeat. A real blow in that game. And we've got Chelsea. I would call them into training, but we've got Chelsea in just a couple of days. So we need to not absolutely murder the players before that match, because we're getting down to tough times here. Looks like some other teams not playing their game in hand yet. Just have a quick look here for the Saturday fixtures at where we're at. If we have a look at the competition screen, you can see, yeah, Liverpool still got that game in hand where they could try and close us down a little bit. But basically, just trying to think through the permutations here. We've got Chelsea up next away from home. I think if we beat Chelsea, we've won the title, because that puts us on 89 points. Liverpool can get 90, and we've got a game against West Brom. The title would be pretty much sewn up at that point. But it is all still to play for. I was hoping we'd have this Premier League title locked up by now, but over the last 5 Premier League matches, we've taken 4 out of 15 points. That is not ideal. Had we not beat Man City, we'd be in real trouble right now of throwing away this title. So what we'll do next time is come back for the Chelsea game, hopefully wrap up the title with that match. If not, we'll do the West Brom game and the Eintracht Frankfurt game, and we'll also finish out the season with a little review of how it went. But do drop a like down below if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. But until next time, see ya.